Hello there guys, Hadena here. Many of you watching this video want a wireless mouse for your PC or laptop, and you don't have to search any longer since the Logitech MX Master is the best money can buy. Let's get started by looking at what's in the box. Upon opening the box, you will get a wireless receiver dongle for computers that don't have Bluetooth technology, the mouse itself, a micro USB cable for charging, and an instruction booklet. Upon first inspection, the device looks very modern and sleek, with a sort of copper looking accent with matte black plastic and rubber surrounding it. The thumb rest also has a geometric design too, which adds to the look. The whole mouse looks premium. Even though it's not made from metal or anything like that, it still feels nice with good quality materials. As you might have already noticed, the mouse is shaped a bit differently than other mice on the market. This is because the mouse is made for your hand, and is sculpted to put less strain on your wrist and your hand when you're using it for a long period of time. And I have to say that the design was a good choice on Logitech's part, because it's a really comfortable mouse to hold and my hand doesn't get tired of using it after a long time. On this mouse you will find a total of 7 buttons. On the top we have the left and right click along with the clickable scroll wheel and the mode adjustment button. We'll talk more about that later in the video. On the side we have a horizontal scroll wheel, back and forward buttons along with a button in the grip, which you can configure in the software to do different things. Also, here you can see 3 LEDs to see how much battery life you have left. On the front of the mouse we have the micro USB port for charging, and yes, you can use it while it charges, unlike some of the other mice out there. On the bottom we have the on-off switch, the optical sensor and the device switch button. And yes, this mouse can connect with up to 3 different devices, either with a Bluetooth connection or with the dongle you get in the box. Overall the buttons are clicky, responsive and have a nice feedback when you press them. Each of these buttons, except for the left and right click, can be configured to do something different depending on what app you're in through the software. Going back to the battery, I've used this thing almost every single day since August, and I still haven't needed to charge it, which is really awesome. The software is one of the big reasons this mouse is one of the best. The software is easy to install and doesn't require you to do anything like go to the Logitech website and download it. You can just insert the dongle and the installation will begin automatically. If this doesn't work, then you can always go to Logitech's website and download it. To set up the software, it's just like any other app, just follow the on-screen instructions. Once you have it all set up, then you can start to customize your mouse. Going into the software, you will see the mouse you have and the battery percentage and what it is connected by on the bottom of the screen. On the top you have the mouse and the point and scroll menus. On the mouse menu, clicking on one of the circles will let you change what that button does. The middle button on the top is set by default to the mode shift button. This is so the mouse's scroll wheel can change from ratchet to free spin mode when scrolling, or you can toggle it with this button. This makes scrolling down long web pages easy since you don't have to keep on rotating it constantly to get to the bottom of a long page. What's most interesting is that buttons can also be what's called gesture buttons. The button in the thumb rest is automatically set to one of them. Gesture buttons allow you to do different things like open search or the file explorer when moving the mouse up, down, left, right while the button is pressed. You can also set the buttons to different apps, keyboard shortcuts, or just disable them completely. You can also set different combinations of buttons and gestures depending on what app you're in. Here I have it set up for Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator. You don't even need to browse for the app if you want to add one, it just lists them all ready for you, which is really handy. Going on to the point and scroll tab, this is where you can change the pointer speed and the scroll wheel modes. You can also change the thumb wheel settings from here. There is also a More button on both of the tabs. This is where you can back up your settings to your Logitech account and update the software. You can also add more devices to the receiver you have in your PC through the Add Device button. This also works with Bluetooth devices. Now let's talk about some of the pros and cons of this mouse. Some of the pros are it has really good battery life, it has a really good and solid connection with the device, really good build quality, and is really comfortable to hold. But like everything else, this device isn't perfect. Left-handed users are completely out of the question unless you want to hold it awkwardly. It's pretty pricey, it's about £45 to £75, and it isn't the quietest mouse out there because of the clicky buttons. Well, it's conclusion time. If you care about quality, performance, features and are right-handed, then this mouse is something you should definitely consider. This isn't for the average PC or laptop user though, because it has a lot of features that might go unused. I think if you're the sort of person that does photo, video editing and some spreadsheet work and things like that, then this is the perfect mouse to buy, but if you're an average Joe, then the cheaper ones in the lineup are probably better. But with saying that, if you are the type of person that needs these sort of features, then this mouse gets a strong recommendation from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you liked the video then give it a thumbs up, but if you didn't, you know what to do. If you want to see more from me then hit that red subscribe button, and if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And I will see you in the next one.